Hi there. Today's topic is healthcare and the options that are available in Buenos Aires. I never had any kind of health plan when I lived in the United States. I just paid as I went for the dentist or whatever to see it. I rarely, if ever, went to see a doctor. And even in Buenos Aires, I didn't see one very often, but early on I did sign up for what's called a prepaid plan, where you pay 1 month for coverage the next month. That's one of the options. There's prepaid plan, a plan called PAMI, P-A-M-I, which is for pensioners. There's a COPS plan, Coberatura Portena de Salud, for residents. It's available to new residents who've been here for 3 years, and it's a free plan. And then the fourth option is going to a public hospital, where you have to wait in line for your turn. The prepaid plan, of course, is where you have an appointment with a specific doctor of your choice. At one time here, I signed up for a plan called OSDE, O-S-D-E. It was a very good plan. I saw very good doctors. And but at some point, I just decided that 20,000 pesos a month, this was many years ago, was a little bit too much to spend when I was hardly using the plan, rarely seeing a doctor. So I decided that without having a prepaid plan, I would just pay for the services, and I could still afford it when I went to see a doctor. Then, after that, I read about this new plan that is available just in the city of Buenos Aires. A senior is eligible for that plan once you have lived in the city of Buenos Aires for 3 years and have a DNI, meaning you have either residence or citizenship, because you qualify after 2 years to starting either process. So, and it's a free plan. You are assigned a primary care physician, if you're a woman, to a gynecologist, and also a dentist. So I've been very happy with this plan. I've been on it for about 7 or 8 years now. And I just haven't used it, of course, in the last couple of years. I've only gone to see my dentist in the last year. But he was my dentist when I had the prepaid plan with OSDE. So it took me a while to find a good dentist, even on that plan. And when I found him 6 blocks away from where I live, I decided that I would just pay for his services. A few years ago, I needed to have a crown put in my mouth, okay? And so I went to him and said, he told me I needed it, and so how much is it? It wasn't much money at all by comparison to what one would pay in the United States. A friend told me that she would pay $3,500 for a crown to be, to put it in her mouth, okay? And she's got several of them. And the dentist that that I've gone to for, I don't know, maybe 12 or 14 years. He took his time with it, you know, doing the process over a period. I had a weekly appointment where he'd do a little bit more, and he did it gently so that I didn't have to suffer all the drilling to remove the original tooth and then replace it with a crown. So, and to top it off, at that time, it would be even less today, probably, I paid $450 for it, as opposed to $3,500 that my friend pays in the United States, which seems to be the going rate a few years. I don't know what it is today. But I found a good dentist, a great dentist, and he doesn't do anything that's unnecessary. And I asked him for advice on all my amalgam fillings, which I've had since I was a child, and to my knowledge, I haven't had any severe problems getting mercury out of my system. I don't know. But he advised not to have them removed. It would have been quite a process. So I'm glad about that. Anyway, so the prepaid plan, there are several. You can shop around or read on the BA Expats Forum recommendations for various services, okay, that prepaid plans that you can sign up for. Personally, it's a waste of money for me to pay for something just to have it, you know. It's like, you know, a warm blanket, you know, just in case I need it. But I haven't needed it, so I stopped paying the monthly premiums, and which I now checked on that plan, the Austin 210 plan, for someone 30 years old is 15,000 pesos a month. Now, 15,000 pesos right now is probably the equivalent of $70 a month. So, but it's much more for someone over 65 years of age and 70. As you get older, they charge more. I have no idea what the plan was because they ask you to, they want you to call them to tell you what the price would be. But just to give you an idea, yeah, I'm here to not to spend money. I'm here just to live frugally and as a minimalist, and I do what's necessary, that's all. So the PAMI is the plan, the free plan that is available to retired citizens of Argentina. And for a foreigner coming in, you would have to be here 10 years, living in the country for 10 years in order to qualify for it. Over 70, being over 70. I qualify for it now because I've been in the country for 23 years and I'm over 70, just turned 74 a few days ago. But I prefer to have the Coberatura Portena de Salud, which I've been on for several years. It's just simpler. And then if I need an appointment with a dermatologist or for some test, the main doctor writes an order for it, and then I just go see another doctor. So it's not complicated. PAMI is a big system that is the healthcare system for all seniors in the country. So, and the Coberatura Portena de Salud is just for the city, within the city of Buenos Aires. So it's a different. The cheapest option without even having to sign up, is going to a public hospital. And you may think, oh, you don't get great care in public hospitals. But people, you may have to wait, okay? But people who have no money for any health care are taken care of. That's all. They are taken care of. No one is turned away. You could come here as a tourist and go to a public hospital and get care without paying. And there are good doctors here, excellent doctors. I know people who come here for vacation from the United States to have procedures done here because it's much less expensive than what it is in the United States. So, and there are good doctors that work here, excellent hospitals. You know, it's a great system. But you don't always have to pay for it to get it. You can, shop around, so to speak. So, anyway, to qualify for this PAMI program, you need to be over 70 and have lived in the country, as I said, for a minimum of 10 years to qualify. And also, you have to have a DNI for residency or citizenship, and show that you have no other health care plan in the country, obviously. You're just on one plan. You can't have two. Although my next door neighbor was on two at the same time. I don't know why. And you cannot be claiming any Social Security benefits in the system in Argentina. But then as a foreigner you wouldn't be anyway. But you need to get a documentation that you're not receiving it. And then the plan is renewed annually for you, and everything is free. All the tests, all the doctor visits, all the medications that you need, it's all free, paid by the state. PAMI is the equivalent of Medicare in the United States. And I'm sure other countries have such a type of plan as well. So coming here, you don't have to worry about having to go back to your country to get some procedure done, because save yourself, the airfare and travel, and have whatever you need done here. I know people that have come here for plastic surgery because it's cheaper here than it is in the United States, as well as dentistry, anything is less here in Argentina. I think it's probably the most expensive in the United States than any other place in the world. So I am very content with not having to, or being able to get an appointment quickly. And when I do see a doctor, he's right in the neighborhood. I just walk about 6 or 8 blocks, and in a small office, go in and talk to him and get what I need. If he's going to write out an order for a blood analysis or for a electrocardiogram or whatever, and that for those tests, I go to the local hospital, which is in another direction, 8 blocks from where I live. The hospital system is, there are public and private hospitals. Everyone goes, many people can go to the public hospital, of course. Private hospitals are those who are on one of the prepaid plans. And the attention and care is excellent. It's just that I decided that I didn't pay for this in the United States, and so if I don't have to pay for it here, I go to the doctor so seldom. I haven't seen one, even for an eye exam. I haven't gone for 3 years. And so that's another thing I'll need for my main primary care doctor to write an order for me to have an eye exam at the local hospital. And I won't have to do just wait in line when my name is called with an appointment. I see the doctor. It's been so long that I forgot. It's been longer than, it's been 3 years. And I'm okay. I don't have any problems, so I don't have to go and see a doctor. A dentist I do need to see. And he's only 6 blocks away. So, as I said, PAMI is the Medicare system of Argentina, and there are public hospitals, as there are everywhere, and they take care of everybody. So, that's about it. If you have any questions, write them in the comments below, and be sure to check out the baexpatsorg.org site for useful information. I suggest that you even subscribe to it so you can post yourself if you want to ask or answer a question or get some help, so that you can get ready for retirement in Buenos Aires. And of course, I'm always here and ready to help anybody who gets in touch with me, comes down here. Let me know when you're coming, and I'll be glad to help. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.